Okay, so this video is gonna be me talking to myself, asking, have I been making realistic goals, and being really real with myself, but why I've been slacking on some of them, and why I've been consistent with others. Um, so start off with what I've been really consistent with, and I think I've been consistent with um, creating my. I'm really consistent with playing the keyboard chess piano. And I think the reason why I've been super consistent is because I've never had a way to express my artistic side. Um, and I think I've always been always been more of an emotional person, a person who has um, than a logical person. Even though I work with logic all the time because I'm a software engineer, and that involves a lot of logic and very loud silence right now. Sorry if you guys can hear that. That's really loud. Okay. What was I talking about? Um, keyboard slash piano is just an awesome way for me to have an outlet for my emotions and whatever. And I feel more inspired doing that kind of stuff right now. So I think that's why I've been super consistent with it, and I'm able to see my progress with it a lot more than just all my other stuff. Um, and I think and I think it'll only get better as I improve more and more. And then my videos will get better on TikTok. Um, but I think as I improve, my skills will also improve a lot more. Um, and I'm starting to realize that I shouldn't be sitting. Yeah. Um, and another thing I was going to talk about is I've been also doing a lot of poetry recently. And I think I've been poetry because it kind of allows me to also artistically represent my emotions and express all my, because I feel a lot and I have a lot of emotions, and I don't have an outlet for that. So poetry in some way allows me to express my feelings and all the things that's in my heart um, through poetry, whether it's love or sadness or whatever. Um, and I think I really appreciate that I can do that. Because sometimes it's a bit hard to express things, or it's hard to not have an outlet for it. So I'm glad that I do have the outlet for it now. I can just write it in poetry. And yeah, maybe in the future, if I have more relatable pieces of poetry, I'll probably share them. Nothing personal though. I won't share anything like super personal. But anything that I can see being relatable, I'll probably share. And I've never really wrote some poetry before, but I've watched a couple of poet TikTokers, and I love their work. They're, I don't know, I just think it's beautiful how artistically they can express their emotions and feelings on paper, in poetry and stuff like that. Very eloquent, let's say. So maybe I'll create something more stuff like that in the future, because that kind of is kind of the stuff that I enjoy. Um, and I think another thing that I want to, yeah, I'm saying, yeah. So I'm just happy with me that I'm able to explore more of my artistic side and express it and share it with people online, even though it's not the best work right now. But hopefully, as I get better, maybe I can potentially create music in the future. I don't know. But that is what I've been more consistent with. Another thing I've been semi consistent with is working out. So I do go work out at least three times a week. I try to go more. Um, but I think it's because previously I just had a very, very, very weird situation with my gym stuff. Um, I had to go to a gym where I had to pay for street parking, and so because I paid for street parking, I would go late, so I wouldn't have to go during the time periods that I didn't have street parking, but I'd be super late, and I did not have as much motivation to go during those times because it would be a lot of work, and it would take a lot of time. But because my apartment's gym just finished a renovation, I can now be more consistent with my gym stuff. So I'm super happy that I can be more consistent with my gym stuff. Um, so because I don't have to like drive and go there, I can just go down and just work out. So I'm glad that I have that. But I've made a lot of good progress with like weight loss. Weight loss. I think I lost like 15 pounds in total since January, since I started, and um, that's really good because I definitely see progress there. I think a lot of it has to do with diet too and a bit of working out. So it was a combination of both. Um, and I just hope to just lose more, but then I want to gain weight in muscle mass. So because I've been doing less frequently than I want to, I'm not making more as much results in gaining muscle, but I definitely am losing weight. So I'm losing fat, which is good, which is what I really want to do. Because I have a very low. I used to have a very low. Now it's like most of it's like gone now. But eventually become more toned. The goal is not to be super buff; it's to be toned, and so that is yeah, that is really what I want to do. Um, or my goals with working out in general. Um, and so for that, it's just having a good diet and also um, working out consistently. Um, but what else do I want to do? What else? So that's one that I've been like semi working on. I've been slacking a lot on what was it? Not YouTube, but I mean yeah, YouTube, but my coding projects. And I say my coding projects because I just don't think I love it enough. I'm not passionate about it enough to like fully put in make time as much time I want to for it. Um, I think it's because I've been doing a lot of stuff that I love more. And I think it's just because there are probably there are probably already applications out there that kind of fits what I want. And so I think because of that, I feel like there isn't really as much point of me making those projects. You know, there is some level of experience in getting it, but I'm also not really trying to get into application um, work. I really want to get into game dev work um, relating to my 10 or 15 year goals. And so I think if I had a gaming project that would help, you know, gaming project that had some level of skills that I'll gain that'll benefit my 10 to 15 year goals more, I would be more inclined and find be able to find more time for it and be happy that I'm using my time for it. And so I think I'm gonna switch out my coding projects for a gaming coding project so I feel more passionate about it and then I can continue so I can work on that goal without feeling like I'm wasting my time. Even though I'm not really gonna be wasting well, even though it wouldn't really be wasting my time, but I feel more fulfilled, I guess at least. Um, so I think that's just the biggest shift. And so yeah. Maybe I'll work on my that other project, my what is it habit app on the side, like whenever I feel like it. But I don't think it's gonna be my main focus. I think I want to start creating games so I can get that experience to then leverage it to get a gaming job on a team and use the skills I learned from that to eventually create really good games myself and build a team of my own. And the money I make from that. So that is the plan right now. But I don't. But I really need to just start working on the coding projects, gaming coding projects, so I can actually get to that point. Um, so I can accomplish my 10 or 15 year goal. Um, yeah. So I'm being really real with myself as to why I have been slacking, and then what I plan to do forward with that. Another point I've been slacking on is my YouTube stuff, but I think that's because I have just not been having the time, but I also just don't feel like I'm making so much use for it are the content that I want to create for it. Not content, but like the content that I want to create. But like I don't know if it's super entertaining for people. I think it's good for myself though, because I can document my progress, and I'm glad that I can. Um, but maybe I will create a separate channel for my 3D printing stuff, and this is just to document my own personal thoughts and stuff. Or maybe I'll keep them the same. I don't know. Actually, maybe I'll just keep them the same because it'll just be me documenting my progress on my 13, my goals, and that is the most important thing. The most important thing um, is documenting my goals. So, but I don't think I can do it consistently, like every day. Maybe I can do it every day, but if I do every day, it would. I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to make promises. I'm doing it every day. I think I'll do at least one every week. Um, my progress. Maybe every other day. Um, but at least 1 week for sure. Goal is at least 1 week of progress in everything. Um, and then the last thing I've been kind of slacking on is starting my 3D printing stuff. There are a couple of reasons as to why I haven't started it yet. Um, I think a lot of it just has to do with research. You know, I kind of get finicky on like I want things to be perfect, and so I try to research a lot of stuff. But I did ask my friend for help, and so I think I'm gonna be creating a video today, with me buying and stuff, and and yeah, what I plan to do with it, just a YouTube video about that. I think that'd be pretty cool. Um, so yeah, that is my plan. Um, let's see how it goes. Um, and I'm not really good with editing, but I think those kind of videos need edits, and so I will be working on edits as well in the future. But that's like the plan. But I've been consistent with TikTok, at least not as consistent as I should be. I'm not using the stuff I learned from Carrington's class as much as I should. But hopefully I can do that more as I have more inspiration. I'll definitely be doing more edits because I think that's the most important thing is doing more edits with my videos. And just being consistent with my what I want to do and stay true to myself and be happy with what I post instead of yeah, I just want to be happy with what I post. But I do definitely need to post more trending stuff because I've not been doing that. So, but I also need to scroll more, which I need to do more too. But yeah, um, that's kind of it. My my update, just talking to myself, being realistic with what I kind of change, which is my coding project, so I can actually be more happy with like the progress on that. Yeah, that is my progress so far. Um, yeah, if you watched this far, thank you for watching, and um, yeah, I love you guys. Even though I don't know if anyone will watch this till then, maybe in the future you will come back to this, and maybe Alvin in the future if you will come back to this video.